Your most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thackeray.
Well, good morning, everybody. Some fog in the distance here in Elizabethtown. We can still see the main street here, Market Street in E-Town from the public library, but it is foggy in many spots in Lancaster County and beyond this morning, and the high humidity is to blame for that. That is staying put here really for quite a while. Thunderstorms because of it today and tomorrow. And then looking ahead to the weekend, still daily pop-up storms each day into next week. This is a pattern that is going to be pretty unrelenting for us here over the next 7 to 10 days. Satellite radar picture don't really show the clouds at the surface well, the fog that is. There should be some clearing above that, and the sun is going to burn through the fog and I think give us a nice morning before the storms develop later today. Temperatures in the 70s for most of us. York dipping down to 69 this morning. Dew points, same deal right there in the low to mid 70s. This is pretty humid air. It is the air you can wear, and it's something we haven't seen a whole lot of this summer, but we're going to see a whole lot of it over the next week or so. Scattered storms today in the afternoon and evening. Again, would I take the boat out on the lake? I could, and I would, as long as you keep the radar in your pocket, right? We all have access to it now on our phones. You can get a great radar on the ABC 27 weather app for free. Download it today and come ashore when you need to, because it will not be storming all day. 88 this afternoon and then gross tonight with a low of 72 and partly cloudy skies, although some high-res guidance does keep a few storms lingering into the overnight. Now, this Bermuda high situated out across the Atlantic is going to be pumping in this Gulf moisture here, and we're ahead of a front. So both of those things lead to higher humidity, and that's what we're going to be seeing here. Look at Harrisburg, Ocean City, and Boston. Dew points in the 70s there, a little less as you move a little farther inland, but still right along the coast here, it is ripe. And these dew points are not going to be changing. In fact, you can just see how gross it looks as we move into the rest of this evening and throughout the day tomorrow. And we'll even let this play out into the day on Saturday because these dew points are really not going to give us much of a break here. Not going to be a lot of mixing. This does show by Saturday morning, perhaps slightly less humid with dew points in the 60s, but I mean slightly. A break is really not coming until next weekend. Highs in the upper 80s this afternoon. Warm, not all that hot, but very humid. Temperatures dipping into the 70s tonight. Just gross sleeping weather here for the next couple of weeks, it looks like. And highs tomorrow. Again, Precision Cast, I think, overdoing it, but upper 80s certainly really possible. So there's going to be some storms here and some downpours this afternoon. This doesn't show, though, a lot of activity. Kind of sparse. But it does show some downpours continuing into the overnight. Now, tomorrow I still think is a better chance because of a front moving through, but you're not guaranteed to get rain any day. Saturday as well, some pop-up storms here in the afternoon and evening. But this does not show a ton of activity. What it does show, though, is that it's going to be feast or famine again in terms of rainfall. Some areas may get close to an inch. This has even come down now since the last model run. So I don't think we're guaranteed to bust the drought wide open, even though the pattern does favor a ton of storms going into the next week or so. Phillies will be dodging it tonight, a 6 o'clock start with warm and humid conditions out ahead of it. They need to come back after getting a drubbing last night by the Nationals, and the weather may give them a drubbing tonight if it works out. But remember, they're playing a lot more of these games now than they used to, so hopefully the Phillies can get it in. But it does look stormy here. I think maybe Sunday and Monday we could get a break, but not a guarantee. And then I think it storms during the middle part of next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each day featuring a passing storm. It's not until late next week that we start to see the humidity give way. So today and tomorrow really seems like the best chance of storms, but still a 30% shot each day going into next week. And part of that, the high humidity, is just to blame. And again, it stays rather high, even into late next week. We may get a couple of days where that is the exception, but still, just get used to it. 88's here over the next 3 days. Best chance of storms probably coming tomorrow. And we really stay stuck in this muck here even into next week when we could hit 90 Monday and Tuesday. I don't think it'll be a heat wave. Wednesday down to 85. It does cool off by the end of next week, and I think it turns less humid by next weekend. But until then, just get used to this. And again, many folks still looking for some rain. Even though the pattern favors it, doesn't mean your backyard is going to be lucky. So we just have to wait and see each day where those heavy storms set up.
And carry the app.
Yeah, carry that app, because if you do have outdoor plans, great, go ahead and do them, but make sure you know when those storms are going to be headed your way.
All right, thank you, Brett.